4 p.m? It'll be a 4 or 5 p.m. kickoff, yeah.
Oh my God, thank God I get fired.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and that there was just a little funny clip from the live watch along that we've done today. It was just referring to the game coming up on Thursday, talking about an early kickoff. But anyway, I want to start off just by saying thank you to everyone that tuned in to the live watch along, but let's go into a further review of the game. Now, I'm going to start this off by talking about the negative, which there wasn't many of today. Of course, we've got the injuries, but I'm going to start it off just so that we can get positive and get this negativity out of the way. But that challenge on Morelos, let's just take a second to actually look at it. I'll just have the picture of it on screen here, and you can just see how bad that is. Of course he wins the ball, but it's all about that fall through, straight-legged stud to the knee. You've seen the impact it's had on his knee. Thankfully, Gerrard said after it that it was just more of a knock, and he could actually be available for Thursday. I doubt that. I think it's going to be probably a week. Well, I'm not a specialist, of course, but it's good to hear, because that genuinely could have been a career-ending tackle. With the challenge where you're thinking at the time it's got to be a red card, but of course with Clancy you're always a bit doubtful, will he give the opposition a red card against Rangers? And of course, but to my surprise, to my shock, it's just disappointment at how openly biased he is. You say bigoted, is that far enough? But it comes across that he is literally just a blatant cheat. Everyone can make mistakes at their job. Footballers can have a few bad games. Refs can have a few bad games, a few bad decisions. But when it's time and time and time again, when does it stop? And when do you just point this towards blatant cheating from Kevin Clancy? Some of the tackles on Kent today as well were outrageous. But the amount of times he gets the ball, holds the ball, and he's getting stomped in the back of his heels, the back of his legs, his calves, and just nothing's happening. Sometimes he's giving a free kick, sometimes he's just saying play on, but anyway, you just have to speak about it, because performances like that from a referee just can't continue. Surely they can. It's not up to us, it's up to the SFA. Will they actually do anything about it? You highly doubt it, but it's not going to go away if people don't keep calling it out. But anyway, let's go into the positives of today. Talking about the defence, that was absolutely solid. Balogun was meant to be starting, but he felt a bit of a strain in the warm-up, so they just didn't want to risk him. Helander was fit and ready to go, so he came in. And by the way, Helander, arguably, I certainly think, for me personally, maybe not overall defender, because there's a lot of attributes that go with it, like your pace and physical ability. But see, just straight out tackling and positioning, Helander's definitely our best in my opinion. I thought Borna had an okay game. I think his confidence might have took a bit of a knock. I'm not sure how many people would have watched him play the Portugal versus Croatia game it was. I believe after that game he picked up a dead leg. So I don't know if he maybe wasn't 100% going into today, or maybe his confidence got knocked a bit, because as much as it pains me to say about one of our players, he literally got ran ragged against Portugal. Of course, he is up against world-class players and not playing against the type of players that he plays in another league. But hopefully it was just he maybe wasn't feeling 100%, because I don't think he was great. Not saying he was bad, but I don't think he was his usual self. The first 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game didn't quite go to plan for us. Dundee United had a lot of the ball, and I think it was literally up to the 6th minute for us literally to get out our own half, because fair play to Dundee United, they were actually attacking us. It looked as if they were trying to upset our rhythm off the start and basically not let us control the tempo of the game nice and early. But whether that led to it, the high intensity start or not, whatever happened there, it led to a Jacko injury. So real unfortunate for him, but Kamara came on, and this was something I was excited about. Of course, you're gutted to see one of our own players injured, especially someone who's usually playing week in, week out. But I was excited to see how Kamara and Davis played together, and today I thought they were fantastic. Davis got the Rangers TV man of the match. I'm sure a lot of people will say that he deserved man of the match for me was Kent, but I can't argue with anyone saying Davis. I thought he was brilliant. I've been someone that's been pretty critical of Davis, especially in the past 6, 7 football months that we've actually been playing, not during Corona and that obviously. But what a way to prove people wrong. Some people have been saying he's a bit off the pace and that, but lately in these past few games he's had his chance and he has absolutely cemented himself back into the starting 11 for me. Our attacking quartet today was Roof, Hadji, Kent and Barker, and they did start off well. The interchange was lovely to see, but unfortunately Barker, who's maybe been starting to make a little bit of a name for himself, I don't think he's totally turned around fans' opinions on him yet, but he's actually been putting in a few decent performances, so it was actually a shame to see him get injured, but luckily enough we had a strong enough bench to bring on what looked a lot fitter and leaner and a more hungrier Morelos who came on for him. Kent's goal we'll speak about now, breaking the deadlock, and it was a bit of magic. You're always looking for that to break the deadlock, and it came between Hadji and Kent, arguably our two most creative players in the team, maybe Aribo when he comes back, but it was lovely. Kent continuing his great form, finding Hadji with great vision to get the nutmeg, and then Kent just absolutely sells his defender. I was saying this during the live watch along, that wasn't one hot dog, he literally sent like the guy to go and collect a stand full of hot dogs to bring back because he absolutely destroyed him, and the finish was cool as you like, and this was a reaction to that in the live watch along.
On Kent!
On Kent! Yeah! Oh my god, what a goal that is, man! Oh my god! Come on, Kent!
It took me a minute there, man. I was like, wait a
Now
minute.
that is Kent, I'll tear you apart again all over. That is brilliant. Look at his feet here. Lovely interchange.
Oh, man.
Beautiful vision to get the nutmeg. And then I think there's a nutmeg in the keeper as well.
I think so.
That is fantastic, man. What a goal.
I threw the keeper's legs.
Oh, that's
Man. Hands off, Leeds. Hands off. Let's go. Yeah, it really was an excellent goal. And then you always want that second goal, especially like going in before half time, because 2-0, you're just thinking it kind of kills a team off. Like, one gives them a chance. They're like, right, we're still definitely in this, but there's two. It's a bit of a mountain to climb, especially when you're playing against Rangers at Ibrox. But it was a lovely ball in from Bonner. It was, albeit maybe a little bit assisted by the defender's hand, but Tav, again, that position coming out of that back post. Don't know if Gerrard's maybe encouraged him to get in there more. And great position for him again. Not quite sure if Morelos would have got on the end of it, but Tav was there and brilliant getting that 2-0. Roof's goal was lovely, just a great striker's position. So he's getting goals as well, but that's really not always got to his game. You've seen it a few times here. He's shown the intent to link up, and he's only getting better and better as time goes on. And twice today that he was on the line to defend people's headers, and that's great to see from the striker that he also is willing to come back, be in the box, because he's got a bit of height, good header on him, to do the dirty work for the team as well, and not just be all about the glory. So I was chuffed that he got his goal today. Right, let's try and talk football. But see that, Clancy? Yeah! Get my mind off of that.
Yes!
Man.
Come on!
Thank you. Thank you. Bit of positivity back here. Arfield took him on off the bench, got the fourth goal as well, which with a great finish. And just to point out as well, everyone that came off the bench today done fantastic. You had Calvin, you had Kamara, you had Morelos, and Arfield. Arfield may have literally played that well when he came on that he's going to give Gerrard another headache for playing in that spot behind the striker, which is great to see. It's good headaches for a manager to have. It shows good squad depth. It shows that there's healthy competition within the squad, and it was a lovely goal.
The park, offside.
He's on.
Oh, man.
He's on.
Actually, I think
No, he's on.
He was on, aye.
Got to be.
Yeah! Let's go!
On Rangers,
About
not
time
two.
we got that next goal. About time we got that next goal, man. Lovely play from Hadji as well to stay on side. Patience to find that cutback, who I thought, again, he played a lot better today as well. But the team itself, we looked ruthless. We were constant with our pressure. It was brilliant to see. And then you start to be greedy and go 4-0 when it literally could have been 8. And it might come down to goal difference at the end of the season, so it's okay to be a little bit critical about that, but we can't really be too upset about the performance today. But that is if we're being really, really picky just for scoring more goals. The clean sheet again is also absolutely fantastic, extending that record that we're going to have. And how long are we going to see this record coming? Because we don't even look troubled right now. Like, Dundee did hit the bar off a decent strike, to be fair to them, but you just don't see us conceding many chances in games now, and it's so pleasing to see, especially what us Rangers fans have had to deal with our defence looking like in the past X amount of years. But that is all I'm going to touch on in today's video. Thank you all for watching, and thanks for the support in the recent Ibrox IQ videos. The feedback on that has been absolutely great. Thanks to everyone again who tuned in to watch the watch along, and to you as well if you are still here watching the video. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. If you leave a big thumbs up, it helps the channel out massively, and subscribe if you haven't already on our road to 5,000 subscribers. But put down in the comments who your man of the match was today, what you think of Kevin Clancy's performance, and anyway, we'll see you in the next one.